I've always hated this version of the Joker, even back when it wasn't cool to hate this version of the Joker. And I know that there is nothing sadder in the whole world than an elderly man coming on the internet saying, well, I preferred Heath Ledger's Joker, he was cooler. But it's not that. My complaint is that this film, which everybody saw as the more grown-up, grounded, award-winning version, is actually a more simplistic idea of why people do terrible things. Because this version of the Joker is just mentally ill. He has hallucinations. He has lost touch with reality. It strongly implies that this person could have been fixed with the right medication and support in institutions. And no doubt that is true of many people who do awful things. They've got abuse in their background, or they've just got something wrong with their brain. But there are people watching this who, when you grew up, you had a bully, somebody who was sadistic, but they had a happy life at home. Their family was intact. They were not abused. They were a privileged person. And you eventually figured out that they did the things they did because they were bored. This is common when we talk about psychopaths who do some sort of violence, particularly who do some sort of large-scale violence in the public eye. When we go looking for whatever mental health problem caused them to do it, we think it would be hallucinations, that they thought the world was infested with demons or that aliens were controlling their brains. But in many, if not most, of the most famous cases, they had no mental health diagnosis that indicated that they had no grasp on reality. And that's the confounding thing about Heath Ledger's Joker. He is fully present and aware and lucid. He's intelligent and competent. He's able to organize a vast criminal conspiracy. And when he tells a tragic, sad story from his past about the trauma he suffered when he got the scars on his face, the story changes every time because he's just saying that for his own amusement. He's doing all of this for his own amusement. He's doing it because he's bored. And well-meaning people understandably do not want to believe that this is a thing in real life. But in so many cases, there is no other explanation. Even the ones who say they were radicalized by some kind of a worldview, when you listen to them talk about that worldview, it's incoherent. And in fact, often sounds like they picked just whatever one would upset people the most or get people talking. And that line from The Dark Knight where Alfred says some men just want to watch the world burn, the key word in that sentence is watch. They would set the world on fire or set their own lives on fire just for the spectacle. This guy needs a doctor and a support system. This guy is not looking to be cured. He only wants you to become like him. And really all you can do as a society is say no.